got to do it better. Our goal is to have the kind of team that nobody wants to play. And that means that we have to impose our will to dominate the competition all the time. It's all about what does it take to break you.
If you are satisfied, if you are not hungry, you need to check yourself.
And what papers you got to go get it and go out.
Right now is your chance. Right now is your opportunity. Right now, you got to make today count.
Alabama is back as the champion.
Catch, Devontae Smith. Risky throw, picked up by Patrick Surtain.
What the hell is going on with college football, y'all? This shit's been crazy. This shit been a ride. It's been a roller coaster ride for us.
It has been, bro.
And I ain't just speaking from a Bama fan. I'm speaking from college football standpoint. Like, it's crazy right now. College football is crazy right now. But, y'all, before we get into it, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's Front Porch Football Talk with my man Roll Tide Rise Up and Van Edwards and your boy Nick Saban Jr. You know how we do it. We talk like we sitting on the front porch and y'all just so happen to walk by here.
Mm-hmm.
So the takes might be some good takes to you. Some of them might be bad and awful. But it doesn't matter. Let me know y'all opinion. And we'll respect all opinions. And y'all, we figure it out there. But the first thing I want to talk about is what the hell is going on with college football? What the hell is going on right now?
So much, bro.
Rise up. What's your thoughts right now? What's going on, man? As a whole, just what's up?
Man, listen, I don't know. I'm just holding on, bro. I'm on the roller coaster with y'all, and I'm holding on, and you never know from 1 minute to the next what's gonna happen, what's not gonna happen, what's gonna happen, then unhappen. Then it's just
crazy.
It's crazy. But in we've been so used to what's going on, like football, college football being a certain way for so long, right? Mm-hmm. We've been used to it. It's been a stable. And now changes are happening, and I understand a lot of people are mad and don't like it. Certain things I don't like about it, but it is what it is, and we gotta deal. We gotta live with it, man. And you either accept it or not. Stick with it or move on. So here we are.
Yeah, man. What's your thoughts on what's going on with college football? What the hell is going on, man?
Can't hear him.
Man, I think it goes back to talking about as far as, if they don't, you can't hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you now. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes.
You got Verizon? We're going to have a Verizon man.
I think it goes back to what we've been talking about as far as like
yeah, I've been having a few technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah, so bear with us tonight.
But okay, Nick, what do you think what's going on?
Man, my thoughts right now, we all over the place. We so all over the place, and in the day and age we in, I don't like it from what we know, but when you start to embrace what's going on, period, it becomes more exciting because now it's like, what's going to happen next? Like you said, 1 minute somebody hit the portal, 1 minute somebody out. Coaching, weird coaching changes,
right?
Like for weird circumstances, weird circumstance, like. Right. How the heck you win the goddamn? How you get a 10-win season, hit a bowl game, and you're not in contract, negotiation with your coach, and you let him end up going to another school, and everybody hit the portal like craziness, right now.
Right.
Something we ain't never seen. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm here to embrace it, because if I don't embrace it, I'm gonna hate college football. So I'm here to embrace it, and now I'm just expecting the unexpected. I'll be all day on Twitter, just looking on Twitter and goddamn on Instagram, just looking up, finding crazy stuff on Google, on the web, just looking at crazy stuff. I'm like, this is crazy, but it's coming exciting, a little bit more exciting to me in a weird way. Right. I will say that.
Yeah, it is. It's a whole new frontier, man, and we're not used to it. Like, it's some, what they call it, unexplored territory.
Yeah.
And we get to watch it unfold. Yeah. I said before, think about it. The whole time, football has been a certain way all my life.
Yeah.
All your life. And it hasn't changed. I'm old enough to still be alive when Bear Bryant was coaching. Not long, but I am old enough to, Bear Bryant was coaching when I was alive, but it's a whole new frontier. We didn't see this coming, and it seemed like it just happened like that. It seemed like just a couple of years ago or so, it was football as usual, and then all of a sudden, it's something totally different. So,
hey,
no, so
one of the things, hey, I'm just here excited to see where it takes us from here on out, because we see right now it's on some weird stuff, and I think it's gonna even itself out all of a sudden. Everything's gonna even itself out, because as you see how things are going now, this can't be sustainable to the game. This can't be sustainable to the game.
Yeah.
Unless they're trying to go the professional route of things, and then I can see that being more sustainable. That's the route they're trying to go. But I'm just here to watch it. But
yeah. I mean, that's all we can do.
So what?
I said that's all we can do.
My next move is what I want to talk about. Not the Dayline. No. You thought you had one.
You got to be quicker than that.
And to be honest with you, I thought he had one too. I was like, oh boy, this is 7 figures. I think I'm gonna transfer too. That's just the real thing. But you start reading stuff, looking at stuff. You seen a little weird stuff posted last night about Ryan Williams talking about we got action or whatever. So
right.
Eric D just dropped the breaking news. Kelby Collins just committed to Alabama. That's the one I've been waiting on. I've been waiting on.
Yeah.
Kelby Collins just committed to Alabama. I'm glad you dropped that. Appreciate the Eric D with the breaking. Appreciate the breaking. Yes, sir. Florida Gator guy. He's an Alabama guy too. Matter of fact, yes, sir. I see it right here. Kelby Collins, former Florida edge. Kelby Collins has just committed to Alabama. He was in Tuscaloosa for a multiple day visit over the weekend. 6'4", 278 pound edge, was named freshman All SEC in 2023. Collins is ranked the 59 overall and number 6 edge in the transfer portal. He has 2 years of eligibility left. I'm seeing him taking on more of the role of what they call it, the bandit role. I think it was LT Overton play like that. I'm seeing him playing more of that type of role, but that's a big pickup for us. Somebody that you never should have left the state of Alabama, sir. But
yeah, exactly.
I get it. Yeah. Appreciate your Eric D with that.
Sometimes, man, you're a homegrown kid, you're an Alabama kid, and you've been here all your life.
Gotta get out.
You want to see something different, you know. You gonna see some palm trees or something, you know what I'm saying? So I understand it. I kind of understand the kids want to get away, you know. But come on back home, we're welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Lane, I'm gonna talk about Lane. And a lot of people got gripe for Lane. Yes, sir. Big game fishing. And I ain't even mad at him, bro. I'm gonna tell you, Lane is playing the game, the NIL game, the way it should be played right now. So, guys, we're gonna continue to be mad. We're gonna continue to be mad if our schools and our programs don't ante up the money, because this is the time we in right now. And Lane, regardless if you win the national championship or not, we seen this year. We thought that this year was gonna be a year. But you playing the game the right way, as I'm gonna say. I'm saying you playing the game the right way. And
I will say this.
What's up?
I said, I'm saying this. Let me cut you off. I say this. You know, I think Lane hit off for a minute, just out of respect for Saban, right? You know what I'm saying? I think Lane kind of, you know, he had that romance thing going on with Saban.
Yeah.
He would never say nothing bad about Saban. He always chose Saban, Alabama to win, whenever the case may be. Right. But now that, you know, Saban's not there, it's open. It's open.
It's open season, baby. It's open season.
All fair and love and war, you know.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him at all.
I mean, you can't be mad at him. He a coach, he gotta do what he gotta do. My only issue with that whole situation, if that situation was true, what we was hearing about him offering money.
Talk about it.
The man wasn't in the portal. So that's my issue. Like, I mean, if y'all coming at people that's not in the portal, y'all offering money up front, man, what the hell going on? You know, like, I mean, we doing the open and blatant. Is it just blatant, right? I mean, can the NCAA not do nothing about it? You got to have true proof. It can't just be hearsay. I don't know. But I think there was some truth to the rumor. I'm not sure how it all was said, but you got to realize that I'm pretty sure that not just him, a lot of people be tampering behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know, so it is what it is.
It is what it is. Ain't nobody playing by the rules no more. And I get it. Do what you do, Chapman family. What's going on? Hey, y'all, everybody in the chat, my bad. Eric D, Tom Reed, Stephen Higgs, AT, all in the chat, whoever all in the chat. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all. But Tom Reed said, can the boys stop the bleeding? And like I told guys at work today, this is not a DeBoer problem, honestly. Now, right. The guys that are hitting the portal, honestly, this is something I want to talk about later on, but the guys that are hitting the portal, it is what it is. They've been in Alabama for a while. So, honestly, especially up under the new coaching staff, hey, go find you a place to go. Go find somewhere to go, get you some NFL take so you can at least take a shot at the NFL. But as far as the boy with his portal stuff, there's nothing he can do about it. This is all on the boosters in the school at this point to open up the checkbook and write these NIL deals. That's on them. There's just like in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Guy asks for more money. Head coach ain't got nothing to do with that. The right. GM and the owners, them want to come to a deal or some sort of get them where they want to be. That's on them. But if not, guess what? Guess who got to suffer consequences? The head coach. You know what I'm saying? The head coach suffer those consequences.
Yeah,
but
he's gonna get he's either gonna get the praise or he's gonna get the backlash.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
But not today, Lane. Cause my Alabama Crimson Tide, they responded today, baby. They responded today, and they say all you want to do is be the next Travis Hunter.
That's all.
With a little jet. So I'm hearing too, they either had to match it or they either matched it or exceeded the deal. So you know what I'm saying? That was cool, whatever. So and he want to be the next Travis Hunter. And to this day, age in football, after you see what Travis Hunter did this season, of course you gotta expect there's more people that feel like they can do the same thing. They've been doing the same thing since high school, and they want to get their shot at it too. Because think about how many athletes in the past that have played both ways, or even let's say big time quarterbacks in high school, but you getting recruited by Saban or big time school, and they be like, "I'll recruit you as a D." Reggie Ball from Georgia Tech. Mm-hmm. You know, Nick Saban recruited him when he was at LSU, but he recruited him. He wanted him to play defensive back.
I got another one. I watched him play quarterback with my own eyes in the stand. And this young gentleman, he went to Tennessee by the name of Eric Berry. He was the quarterback. He played both ways in high school, but he was the quarterback in high school. You know, so but he, went on to Tennessee to be on the defensive side. But I mean, it's a lot of guys, like you said, that play both sides of the ball. That
and now you just seen what happened this year. It's like you're gonna probably get a lot of guys that probably want to take it. But you know what I'm interested in, what I would like to see?
What's it?
I want to case when we see offensive linemen and defensive linemen trying to do that.
Switch side.
Yeah.
It may be.
It's just a wonder, just a thought. So my man Chapman family said he hear that Justice Hayes is going to Ole Miss. I haven't heard that. And I believe you. I believe you. And I also heard South Carolina Shane Beamer going big game fishing as well. I heard he going for him too. So I'm interested to see how this play out, because the first immediate rumor was about him was somebody in the Big Ten, and we automatically think Ohio State. But it's getting interesting now, because you're starting to see the SEC schools pull for him as well. So this is gonna get a little interesting.
You said something that made me think about something, right? Travis Hunter playing both ways, right? You think Prime started something?
Yeah.
You think Prime started something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's another reason why they don't like him either.
Yeah. I think he did. Like
he started something here.
It ain't gonna be hard. Like, think about it. Jordan, everybody want to be like Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe, and one. Remember all that stuff?
Right.
Curry, Hunter, he that now. He that now.
You got to look at Prime for giving him that chance to play both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This coach opened the door for this guy.
For a lot of us, this is nothing we haven't seen before, because we've seen it from the man himself, Prime.
Right.
But like I tell people was trying to hate on the thing, like, let's not act like we ain't seen it before. We haven't seen it to the extent, bro. Prime went playing 100% offense and 100% defense. He wasn't doing that.
He getting played. They may have a play schemed up for him here and there, but it wasn't like he was on defense. Then when offense come, he go and line up in the slot every time. This man was playing 98% of the snaps.
See, so what's going on, partner? What's going on? But yeah, man, that's dope. And I think, like you said, he have started something. He has very much started something with that. And I'm interested. This is the day of college football that we in. I'm interested to see where do we move forward with this. How much do we see it?
Right.
What my man Steven, he said, Hollywood, Jaylen Mbakwe, I'm going anyway. Nope. They had to stay, baby. Locked in, baby. Locked in, baby. Locked in. I like it too.
So
I like it. Where we at? So we're gonna talk this right here. Transfer portal and free agency. I know you got thoughts on that.
Yeah, man.
And I'm interested in him, baby.
All right. So basically, I kind of let my thoughts be known about it before, and I'll say it again. As far as the portal, I'm for the portal. I don't have any problems with the idea of the transfer portal. The problem I do have is it's just too wide open. Like I said, you see people, and I'll say it again. A person that plays at Alabama, Caden Proctor, You know, I use him as an example. Transfer out, transfer right back in within a couple of months' time. You know, like I said, it's just that's too much. It's got to be some kind of cap, some kind of guidelines to this portal thing to me. Everything is open, man. Like not only the transfer portal, but the coaching, everything. Listen, we're at a point now, and this is how I was feeling the last couple of days. Today I kind of took your stance on it, and I'm just kind of embracing it. And the chips will fall where they may, and whatever will be whatever, you know. But for the last couple of days, y'all have to be honest with you, everybody in the chat. I was kind of like disturbed because it's not the kids leaving. I don't care about the kids, like not not like that.
Yeah.
But my issue is you get like the board, right? He got his freshman class that he just signed this past signing day, and then we still have the next signing day coming up. You can't build because you don't know really what's going to happen next. So we're transfer portal period now. Then we turn back around, and we're got another transfer portal coming up in April.
Yeah.
We have another transfer portal coming up in April. So we don't know who's going to hop in and out the portal at that point. So it's hard for a coach to get his coaching staff and his roster together. And you don't know. You can't be excited like I was telling y'all back behind the cameras before we got on. Mm-hmm. We don't know who we can be excited about seeing coming back, like the Mbakwe's, the Isaiah Buns.
Yeah.
Downs, because we like, hey, oh man, he had a lot of playing time, and we see his growth from the beginning of the season to the end. I know next year he gonna come in and he gonna da. We don't know now. We have no idea. We thinking that this dude is good. He shouldn't be complaining because he done played in every game. He might not started every game. He might not played the whole game, but he then came and he played. And then like he was buried. And like, okay, man, this man got some playing time. He, and he gonna come back next year. No, he ain't. Next year he gone. He out of here, man. He go. And that was kind of like, that's crazy to me. How I understand the guys who've been here for a minute, like you said, man, and they've been learning, man.
Go ball. Go somewhere and ball, bro.
He's going they say he signed to Boston College. He's up there with O'Brien. Man, I wish that guy the best. Jaleel Hurley, I wish
go ball.
He's out there, and it's a wise decision. The school he chose, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Where he can go out and create some value for himself. But like I was telling you guys, man, listen. At this point, we just might as well ink the roster and the coaching staff in with some chalk, or dry erase board.
Yep.
The etch a sketch, and when it comes down to this point of the season, we just shake that shit up, take that eraser and erase that board, because we don't know what next season gonna bring. We know the freshmen coming in who have signed, they got to come in, but still, I'm like, this is too much, man. It's and that's what's taking the joy away from me. Like I said, I don't mind people transferring. I understand. You're going to go get your money. Hey, be at it. But it's at some point, you're like, I don't know who my team is, bro. It's like the turnaround is so heavy.
Yeah.
The turnover is so heavy that we need to talk about continuity with coaches. We need continuity. We ain't got continuity with nobody.
Players,
coaches, the grounds keep, the man who fixed the lights in the bathroom. Everybody in and out the portal, the fans, I don't know, man. They're gonna have to do something though, because it's kind of taken away from the game a little bit, and it's gonna take away from these kid development, man. I mean,
yeah,
because my thing, like you said, once you leave and you hop from team to team to team, you're only setting yourself back a little bit because you got to go to that place and learn that system. You got to learn them coaches. You got to do all that stuff over and over again. So that's my issue with the portal. Myself.
And I want to touch back on that part a little bit later on, a little bit on this topic, but a little bit. Cause I want to say this first. You know, you hear a lot of people that is with it. Whatever coaches get to do, whatever they want to do, coaches. But one thing we bring up a lot of times too is NCAA. Listen, y'all are adults in the room in this case. We can say this. I say this all the time. People say, well, you can't force your kids to do this. You can't force your kids to do that. I hear that. But at the same time, we force them to clean their room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't force them to clean their room, that room going to look like a fucking pig pen if you don't force them. And it ain't to the point of what we saying forcing these kids to do something is the fact we all are adults in this room. Y'all supposed to be there to guide them. Right. And I understand, get y'all money, do what y'all do, but have some type of stipulations on this thing right now because it's so crazy that you got players that is hitting the portal. You hit the portal. So many players are in the portal right now. So many players, they hit the portal, it don't work out. They hit the portal again, it don't work out, and they hit the portal again. I sent y'all several of former Alabama guys. The reason why I say as Alabama fans, this not trip out because y'all remember Christian Leary?
Mm-hmm.
We tripped out. Christian Leary hit the portal earlier this season from Georgia State. Somebody we were tripping about, he could have been this. Remember JoJo Earl? He back in the portal. Back in the portal again. Mm-hmm. Jake Pope, back in the portal again. And I'm not saying these dudes are not going to find a way eventually, but I'm saying this is what happens when you transfer out because you delaying your development. And I get it. We in the time of day and age where these kids ain't caring about no development because of the check, but understand your situation. Is what I'm saying with that is your situation ain't gonna be a Travis Hunter situation. Your situation ain't gonna be a Shador. Your situation ain't gonna be a Caleb Downs. Your situation ain't gonna be might not be a Jaylen Mbakwe. You might not have that much leverage like that. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing about it. So kids be careful with the transfer portal and the sickening adults that are going after. I'm gonna bring this one back to Bama players just because they a Bama player. Right. Every player ain't no plug and play player. Right. Every player ain't no plug and play Bama. That's one of the things they said last season. Oh, y'all seen all them Bama players? Oh, we got a lot of them Bama players. And I keep trying to tell people, I said, do y'all know them Bama players or y'all just know they went to Bama? Because I could tell you about them players. They were highly talented coming out of high school, but really they were non-factors or didn't play at Bama. A lot of times y'all go and get 3 or 4 stars. 3 or 4 star guys that was a 3rd or 4th stringer at Alabama. Versus it sucks for the NIL and transfer portal because you got programs losing their top players. And guess where they're coming? To the Georgias, to the Alabamas, to the Iowa States. And y'all, they losing it. So NCAA gotta do something to get this thing under wraps. What they gonna do? I don't know. I know I seen all of us make some type of suggestion or whatever, but hell, I can tell you now, all of them ain't the right suggestion. What we say, it makes sense to us, but they gonna have to find some type of way to get it under control because it's crazy. But back to the Bama players that hit the portal, I get it because they've been there for a long time. Like I said, go out there and play. But what I like about it for them, I like the decisions that they go, what schools they're picking. I like the route they're going because you can tell that it's not the big NIL. If it's the NIL, it's not the big thing, but it's actually a decision towards the NFL. Right. It's a decision like Kirk Prentice going to Baylor, like Jahlil Early going to Kansas, Like those type of moves, I'm liking those type of moves for those guys because you can actually see them going to programs like that they go play. Not Tyson Long again to Boston College. Well, if you want to showcase your own, you finna go showcase now.
Because Bill gonna throw that thing.
He gonna throw it. But something gotta happen with this portal. Something gotta happen with this portal right now. Right. Something gotta happen. And I ain't mad at these kids going out and get their money. I like it for them. And you start to see a lot of strategic moves. I don't really I think this Jaylen Mbakwe thing, I think it was a strategic move in some form of fashion, bro. Like you gonna see these players get smart with this part. We can talk about preparing for the NFL or whatever, but guess what they doing with this part of it? They preparing for the NFL because guess what's gonna happen? Bobby Springer, what's up? Guess what's gonna happen? When your contract year come up, guess what? You're gonna be doing this same thing. You're gonna be goddamn using this for leverage. Look, hey, they offered me 7 figures. Hey, what y'all gonna do? Match it or what? If not, I'm gone. Hey, they is preparing for the NFL. Might not be what we want to see on the field, but they preparing for the NFL.
You think him and Ryan ain't discussed it?
What?
You think him and Ryan Williams ain't discussed that, bro? Like them boy like this.
I believe so. I believe so.
Like this. Listen, this is what you gonna do.
And if it's that, much as we hate to see it, it's smart.
It's smart. They're playing the system, bro. They're playing the system that's They're playing
playing the system that's been playing the players for years.
Right. Right, like listen, this is what we gonna do right here. You're gonna say, and you put the name, hold on. I'm gonna say, listen, y'all know that's my boy. I can get him back.
You know, I really left something up on the table. And I ain't get it back.
Yeah.
He said Kiffin just making noise. But you know what, Alabama Tide, it might be so. But they need to get used to it. They need to get used to it.
If Kiffin don't make him spin, somebody gonna make him spin.
Somebody gonna make him do it. Yup.
It is what it. This is what we are, man.
Like for real, tough as nails. What's going on, brother? I will say this: I'm still waiting for the 30 for 30. That's gonna come out about this moment in life,
man.
Because it's gonna be something crazy, and I can see it how it. Me and my buddy, we talked about it today at work. We can see how it's gonna come on. Saban, when he was saying it's gonna ruin college football, remember he was talking about when everybody saying that's how it's gonna come on. First, that's how it's gonna come on with him.
That's gonna be the
setup. I can see it now.
That's gonna be the setup scene.
Then somebody gonna come in and say it ruined college football. It ruined college football. You gonna hear then they're gonna get into the story on how it happened. How one of the greatest coaches retired because of this. Great coach of all time retired because of this, because he's seen it happening.
Listen, they gonna come to YouTube and get all these clips of us talking.
What the hell? For real.
Oh man, this is crazy.
But I will say this: the fans and everybody, y'all know y'all feel y'all type of way. But I'm gonna tell y'all, it sucks. It sucks. But how am I making it better for me is, guys, we gotta embrace it. We gotta embrace it. You ain't gotta embrace it, but until you start embracing it, this one it becomes one of those things that it is what it is. It is what it is. It gets better. And for me, now it's getting interesting now because I'm curious to always see who gonna hit the portal. And I ain't talking about from Bama guys, just Zachary Branch, the Branch brothers. They hit the portal from USC.
Yo, yes, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you what I do know about them. The reason why I see this start being a strategic move, they got a Jordan brand deal. They got Jordan NIL deal. So, what schools have Jordan? You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. These kids get smart. I don't care what nobody say. And this is what making it more interesting. Embrace the schools with the most money. I don't think so. And this is what I'm saying. To me, that's our old school way of thinking. Like we say, it's crazy, but you know why it's crazy to us? Because we never was offered them opportunity.
Yeah, we didn't.
If we grew up in the opportunity, it wouldn't be crazy. It's just like I was different from my dad. My dad was different from his dad. His dad was different. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you simple way to explain it. Music,
yeah.
Music, man, because you know, we got my man Stephen Hicks. And Stephen Hicks is he's the grandfather. He's the real OG of the crew, you know. And Stephen can tell you back when he was young, whatever music that was popular to them at the time, his parents, his grandparents were like, what is that noise you listening to? And the same thing with his, you know, him with his kids, and, you know, because I was looking at my kids and the stuff they be listening to, I'm like, man, what is that? I can't understand nothing they saying. Like, what is that, bro? And then, there you old, you know, and the story goes on and on and on. Time change.
Yeah, time change. And like I said, it's one of them things that Tari, I feel, because it really do suck, but it's one of them things that it's just get interested out because I'm curious to see what the next move is from the next person now at this point. Whether it's my school, your school, whose school, what the next person is. JB 7-18. What's happening? What's happening? But one of the things I'm just curious to see where it goes. But I agree, NCAA do have to do something. Because like I said, if you got cookies in the kitchen and you just let your kids go cookie crazy, they'll sit there and eat till they throw up.
Mm-hmm.
But
all night long.
It's up to the adults for us to be like, hey, 3 cookies a night, 3 cookies every other night. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us. So until the NCAA do get a hold to it, it's gonna be crazy. And I think it's gonna come to that. I think it's gonna come to that. I don't think it's gonna take it long.
Nah, they see at some point you gotta be like, okay, this is way out of hand. Because you gotta think about it. Them people have schools that they're boosters for or this for, and your school started getting tagged upside the head. You can be like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You know. But listen, what guy said that it's all, you know, the college football is known because of greedy agents. You know, like them greedy agents like them ambulance chasers, lawyers. We're gonna start calling them greedy agent ambulance chasers. You know, that's how we're gonna start hearing commercials. I don't know about y'all over in Alabama, but I know here in Georgia, bro, you hear every other. You turn on the regular radio, you're gonna hear some kind of 1-800-411 pain commercial. And they sing and they rapping, they got church choir, they got Christmas song. I got heat in the lane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the damn thing. Give me my change. I'm like, what the hell?
Real.
I thought it was a real song. You talking about ambulance chasing? Yeah. This is what we are, though, man. Hey.
And see, he said, I do think we should go after the Branch brothers. And see, this what I'm. And I ain't saying what I'm saying is true, but there's just something that I'm noticing that both of them, Jordan Brand deals.
Mm-hmm.
And it might, believe me, it may not be true, but they just, I feel like these. One thing I will say about this generation, these kids know how to get to the money. They know how to get to the money. Whether there is some scamming, some crazy stuff, they know how to find the money for some way. And don't think these kids ain't smart enough to goddamn leverage that. Like, I go to a Michigan, I go to a school with another Jordan Brand deal because goddamn we with Jordan. So
right.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I don't know, but right. I see them being
not a conflict of interest.
Yeah, conflict, exactly.
Right.
It was Kelby Collins. Kelby Collins, Eric D had dropped the breaking news on it. Then Chapman family came and dropped it as well. But I agree. I would like to go after the Ranch brothers because them boys nice. Them boys nice. But I'm agree too with AT said. We need these tackles, and we did get one just then. I talked to Lucian from the Bama Standard all the time. Shout out to them guys. I talked to him. I've been talking to him lately. And like he say, what have I been preaching about 4-2-5 defenses? The defensive line got to be effective. And He says it too. He agree. We need space eaters. We need that Jerry Reeves, the Ashawn Robinsons, the Ron Pack. We need those guys back. And Jonathan Allen, we need those type of D linemen, man. I am one of the guys we had committed 2026 class, Von Cleveland, whatever.
He did committed,
man. I'm like, God dang, bro.
Yeah.
I know it could come back full circle. Yeah, they're right. Deshaun Hand, them dudes like that.
Right.
Man, we need those type of guys back. And I really did. You know what? I'm going to agree with you, AT, on this. Otis.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell happened with Otis?
He got hurt, man. I know he was injury prone. He got hurt, and I don't know what happened. He didn't come back. Like, I don't know.
Because we talk about the players that really was a non-factor or didn't play. If we want to make an argument for guys, this year, no. But he was one of those guys that kind of had production. And man. But I do know about the injury or whatever. 4-2-5 is good with tough, strong safeties. Yeah, that is true. But I still always believe in that D-line too as well. But Otis, man, yeah, man, we need them guys on that. We need them hauls on the D-line. I agree with that, though. We need them hauls on the D-line. But, yeah, that's for the transfer portal and / free agency. I'm with you. I think every year we can expect our roster. But Colorado, I disagree with that because Colorado, I think Colorado is a move right now. I think goddamn Coach Prime is building a vibe over there. I think he actually building an environment that people want to be in and actually want to play over there because they were better than they were this year. Watch Warren Sapp. Yes, I agree. Our D-line coach hoping to have Freddie Rhodes on it. Ooh, that's been regurgitated too many times. I know from us. Yeah, watch Warren Sapp. But yeah, man. I think he's creating a vibe over there. But man, look. I agree with you. Rosters ain't gonna be the same every year.
Right.
Penciling in at the end of the season, before the ball season start erasing.
Right.
And I'm breaking one thing. I know Van wanted to talk about it. One of y'all brought it up today, talking about it was me and KB was talking about my bad. We were saying that they need to open the portal after the national championship. Basically.
Man, yes.
So you got teams in the playoff and you got kids in the portal.
Right.
Man, finish the shit out. You might get a ring, bro.
Right.
you at least might get a ring, dog.
Right. Yeah, they need to move, man. They need to move that to after the championship game, and you can open the portal up, and y'all do what you do. You hop in, hop out. You can do the hokey poke all around that mother. But until then, it needs to stay closed, you know. And I felt the same way, and it was just me. I felt the same way about coaches, man. Like, I don't think you should mess with coaches, especially if their team is in the playoffs, because at this point, this coach's mind ain't focused on the task at hand. He's thinking, okay, I'm about to be hired over here to school. I got to get out here. I got to start recruiting. I got to get staff. I got to do this. I got to do that. So it's hard to focus, man. So I seen the walk. We're gonna see with the kids, but I saw it with the coaches. Beforehand. You just people say they are 100% committed, but their mind is gone now.
Right?
Their mind is at their school. Okay, as soon as it's game over, I'm on a plane out of here. So.
And they just dropped in the comments said should be one portal window per year.
Listen, I agree with that too. We got two. This portal right here, this cycle we're in right now. Alabama had what? 14, 15. We had one or two come back out the portal. But still, that's Alabama. I'm talking one school. You talk other schools getting hit just as well. And it ain't just Alabama problem. Everybody's getting hit. Of course, some schools more than the others, but still, bro. Then you got April coming up, and it's gonna be another pool. So that's when the shape what you thought you might have saved and corrected, you got to try to keep that with the second portal coming. That's a lot. That's a lot for a coach to try to, when you're trying to get in the spring ball and this, and that's too much, bro.
And I'm going to say the reason why I do agree with two portal windows, but the third portal window should be after the national championship. Let people go find them a school, go start. They can start their spring. And I agree with the second one because some of these players kind of get the feeling after the spring what it's going to be. Let them go on, try to go somewhere and settle in and see what they can do there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Start learning the system or whatever. I do agree with two, but I ain't mad at one. But I do agree with two because of that. Because there's some players at that spring, you see what it is. Especially when you got early enrollees coming in. I'm a quarterback out there. Then you got Keely Russell coming in there. How the hell you learn this system so damn fast? I've been trying to learn it for 3 years.
So, in other words, we can end up with two quarterbacks. That's what you're trying to say? Because Keelan Russell come in, and he doing the damn thing.
But see, I'm in the mindset of the age of with this NIL stuff. You are going to be forced to make business decisions. You are going to be forced to play these guys earlier than what you would normally want to play them, because if they sit on that bench for 1 year and that quarterback in front of them, especially didn't do nothing, even if he did do something, man, you got these folks that's going to be tampering, calling your folks, probably just straight up calling you, talking about, hey, bro, I got 7 mil, I got 10 mil, I got 15, I got this right. If you leave right now, I got this for you right now. So in the NIL period, it's going to be kind of scary. We're going to be hurting a lot of kids' development and confidence early, or we're going to get that, or they're going to sell early. It's going to be either or.
So, question for you. Spring come. Who's the second portal open? Second portal open after the spring game.
Yeah.
Right? So.
It's either after the spring game or right before.
I think it's after. It's
after, yeah.
It's after.
I just know you start hearing people saying they're gonna enter the portal, but it's after,
so,
you're right.
I don't know. Do you know if Russell is an early enrollee, or is he gonna be a late?
No, I don't know.
Because this is what I'm looking at. Right? If Russell enrolls,
I think he is though. I think he is. I'm not sure.
If he enrolls early, he come in and he come out there, he looks sharp, right?
Oh, we're gonna hear about it in the ball practice.
We're gonna hear about it. Then you got Matt, who knows. The man came from Washington for a reason.
Yeah,
the boy brought him from Washington with him to Alabama for a reason. Ty might be like, you know what? I ain't gonna get to start this year.
that don't sacrifice me either. If anything,
like, you know what? I might need to go ahead and If the spring game, April 27th, April 28th, I need to be out of here. Mm.
Hey,
That's what a lot of people say, but but Tom might be out of there. But then we need a third. You need at least 3 quarterbacks on your roster.
yeah,
man.
facts.
So now we got to scramble to try to pick up somebody. And nobody want to come in and be no third string. I ain't trying to transfer over there, and I'm already on the back end over here. I might well just stay where I'm at.
And this is when you find them. This is when you find them headset quarterbacks. Them guys that probably trying to be a coach in the future or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
we are in the time. What you saying that I'm telling you, the NIL stuff is gonna make it hard to have a third quarterback that's willing to be a third stringer unless he knows what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man. Yeah, they're crazy right now, dog. But he said the media. Yeah, the media don't know who Gunna Stockton is, but I know about him. And I think he will work out for Georgia. But that's my opinion.
Hey, Tom, that's a good thing right now. You don't want them to know who he is. He'll show him who he is one time. He'll show him who he is. But you don't want nobody planning for him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Cause Stockton can get it done with them legs.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of them legs, transfer portal. And this is for my Alabama fans out here. We got a guy by the name of Arnold who just ran all over Alabama and Oklahoma. And he's going to Auburn. Now, I know we talk about Auburn and how they ain't going to do this and how they ain't going to do that. But let's be honest with ourselves. We all grown up in here. We can talk, we can be real about it. We saw what this man did to Alabama with a depleted wide receiver room, right, in Oklahoma. We couldn't stop him. He's going to Auburn where they got receivers. They have receivers, y'all. They have receivers, man. Yeah. And if everything clicks right, if everything lines up, which I just got a feeling in my gut that it's gonna line up. I really think that I'm not gonna go this far. But if everything lines up, he can have a Joe Burrow type season with the receivers that they have. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. What I'm saying is they have the talent there. And Auburn's defense is no slouch. Auburn defense is no slouch. Okay, he is early enrollee. No, it's not. Okay. But Auburn defense is no slouch. Man, we got to watch Auburn this year, y'all. I just kind of cut in with this one, but this one been on my mind since they signed this guy.
No.
And we laugh and we pick at Auburn, but they listen, their ingredients are coming together well, and it's marinating. And we pay them at the end of the year, So everything might be clicking on all cylinders. Now, he may go there and it don't work out for him. I pray he don't. You're right. That was on us. But when he goes somewhere and they got people he can throw the ball to, and here we go again, Eric D. If we got the same coordinators who ain't making no adjustments and stopping this, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, I know you know my take on it. I ain't saying Jackson Arnold world beater of a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know he was a 5-star coming out of high school. That was a coming out of high school. I think we can see more close to what Jackson Arnold was expected to be with this Auburn team that they have put together. Now you got wide receivers with the tons of wide receivers with experience.
Mm-hmm.
We got a quarterback now with college football experience.
SEC experience.
ACC experience. I think he will be a better quarterback. I'm not saying he's gonna be that world beater quarterback. Might not be nothing. For Alabama's sake, this is what we kind of hope. But I feel like Auburn is goddamn. I heard me say it before. I think they're quarterback away. Will he be the quarterback to get them to what Auburn want? I don't know. But I think it looks good. And I'm just judging, but I do know about players. Sometimes change their environment is a big thing. Change of coach is the big thing. A lot of that can play in the fact of a person on how they got dang on prosper, how they come alive. You know what I'm saying? And I think up under the staff, up under that team I think it'll be better. He had a defense this year, you know what I'm saying? But Auburn got a good defense. Auburn got the young talent around him to be able to help him out, help him be the better quarterback that we expected coming out of high school. I think Auburn gonna be very tough in the future. But that's an opinion.
Right.
What he said? Auburn got Aaron Nolan.
If Auburn got Aaron Nolan.
Damn, that would be crazy. Mm-hmm. Ohio State quarterback room was crazy stacked, and I think they wasted somebody time with the quarterback they got now. He was a good quarterback at Kansas State. He's a pretty decent quarterback now. Will Howard, whatever. But I never thought that type of quarterback Will Howard really fit an Ohio State type. Me, in my personal opinion. DeMonte Jackson returned. I don't know. Somebody asked too, did DeAndre Lawson and no more turn? I don't know. I feel like Campbell will go. I feel like both of them will go, honestly, my opinion, but it'd be nice to have at least Lawson back. But I feel like Campbell gone, man. Campbell played a hell of a year this year.
Yeah.
I got this one topic, but I kind of want to say I'm gonna skim over it. I'm gonna skim over it because it's some stuff I want to talk, and I do want to get your thought on it. Basically, you got new coaching changes. You got new coaching changes and new coaches.
Mm-hmm.
It's a topic I'm really interested in because, for one, I'm gonna start off with the light work. You got Scott Frost back to USF. You got Rodriguez back to West Virginia. Mm-hmm. West Virginia did some good things with Rich Rod there. Remember, we was rumored to get Rich Rod at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, around that time, I was still in high school or just getting out of high school. I was around that time, whatever. I was excited. Why was I excited? Because I'm looking at I'm looking at that offense where he had going over there. Yeah. I was like, oh, I would love to see that at Alabama. I would love to see that at Alabama. So I was one of the ones that was excited about a Rich Rod at one point. I wonder, do you think the second time around for Scott Frost at USF and second time around for Rich Rodriguez, do you think they could bring back that same magic they had the first go around?
To be honest with you, to be very honest with you, we're in a different day and time. We're just talking about NIL, transfer portal. Yeah. With Scott Frost, unless somebody down there in Florida is going to open up some checkbooks, and bring some kids in. I don't see it being what he had when he was there the first time. And they got their championship.
Hey, they pulled like a 1940 something unclaimed national championship.
They did, man. They put a championship. They beat Auburn. They beat Auburn in the bowl day.
With the one hand man.
Yeah, with the one hand brother who went to Seattle. Is he still in the league?
I don't think so.
I remember him and his brother were both in Seattle, but I don't think like I said, Les Florida people, they're boosters.
Cause we gotta think about where USF at. That's like the Orlando area, so
right.
It's money down there. You know what I'm saying? And what you just said, I heard Scott Frost didn't recruit at Nebraska. And see, that's the time we in now that if you got the money, you really ain't got to recruit like that, bro. If you got the money, you really ain't got to recruit like that.
Right, exactly. And as far as Rich at West Virginia, once again, we're in a different time, but I do think I think Rich will be more successful at West Virginia than Scott will be.
Okay.
At least starting off. I think Rich will have because, and I don't mean to talk bad about the Knights or anything like that.
Yeah.
But they was like a fly-by night type of team. They kind of came out of nowhere, right? Yeah. Type of deal. They just kind of popped up on the radar and where they come from? I never even heard of these people. And all of a sudden, they doing good things. Don't get me wrong, they're doing great things for, whatever. But they just stepped up in a different league too now. They're not where they were. They're in the Big 12 now. Right?
Yeah.
So that's a whole different ball game in itself. But West Virginia, man, listen, West Virginia has tradition. I know they're not a school you think.
Yes, they do, man.
Yeah, I know they're not a school you think, when you think about football and like a powerhouse and then, but they have a tradition, man. They've been in the ACC and they play some tough games and they have a mean fan base. And when I mean mean, I mean they have their fan, they support them, man. Them Mountaineers are serious.
Like that Pitt and West Virginia
game, man, that's some serious. So I think with Rich returning home, man, that's gonna, amp up the excitement around the place and it's gonna get the players up, and maybe he can get some players that probably wasn't looking at West Virginia to come. And so I think they'll be okay. They're in the ACC, and I think they have the room to wait a minute. They what? They in the ACC? They in the
who that?
What Virginia? They in the what? What conference?
12, I think.
12. They're in the 12. Yeah. I don't know why I'm thinking ACC. Yeah. Maybe because they're on the East Coast. Well,
they used to be the Big East or some shit.
Big East. Something weird. But anyway, they they have tradition. So I think Rich will.
Nah,
he won't do no less than what he's doing now.
So
what they're doing now. So I think that he can do what he did, but I don't see Frost doing it with the Knights. Not like that, man. It may take some time.
I agree with what you're saying. I am curious because, like, I work with West Virginia fans too, and so I am curious about the West Virginia thing because, like I told him, I said a lot of what West Virginia had going on for a minute. I said. Even when I was young, when I was one of the ones, I always ventured off in football. And I liked what they had going for a long time. Do I agree with what you just said about the West Virginia Scott Frost, Rich Rod and Scott Frost? I do agree that I think Rich Rod to be able to have more success than Scott Frost would right now. You know what I'm saying? Because Rich Rod does know that landscape. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Have to get back for me. And Rich Rod, he's been doing well at coaching right now. He came from Jacksonville. I know a kid that played quarterback for him last year in the ball game or whatever. And I still think he still got something in the tank, something that he can bring back to West Virginia. I know I forgot he left on weird terms. I forgot what happened with, but the fan base left a bad taste in their mouth. But I think they kind of want to see him back. They, you know what I'm saying? They at a weird spot right now. They want to get back to something. You know what I'm saying? That they're familiar with. And I get it. Whatever.
I work with this dude from West Virginia, man.
Huh?
Yes, I work with this guy. He's from West Virginia. He's a black dude. I'm like, man, I ain't no black people. It was in West Virginia. I did. I was like, I ain't no black people in West Virginia. I didn't know.
That's fine.
That's like, you know, like Idaho or Wyoming. Yeah, there's no black people live out there in the place. I'm pretty sure they do, but it ain't many.
Next culture thing I want to talk about is Bill Belichick in North Carolina.
Hey, man. At first, this is me at first. At first, I was like, Bill Belichick smoking crack. Smoking Zyle or something. I don't know. He's smoking something. Like, why would you want to do something like that, bro? You know, I was like, bro, you gonna come back. Listen, you can't control these kids. You come to hear these kids ain't gonna listen to you, man. You got NIL and you got recruiting. You didn't have to do that. So at first I thought it was like Bill off his rocker, man. That man, somebody check that man to a nursing home. He ain't right upstairs no more. You know what they say, the cheese slid off the cracker.
Man,
so that's my initial thought.
The man got your girlfriend. The man that lost it, cuz.
But as I sat back and it kind of like, you know, thought about it for a minute, I was like, wait a minute, man. But on the other hand, kids are trying to get to the league. This is a sure shot into the wisdom that he can impart.
The connections.
The connections. You just said these kids are smart these days. On that alone, just on alone, I'm going to play for Bill Belichick. I'm gonna be in the Bill Belichick system. I know who Bill knows. Bro, you talking about the people, all the NFL scouts that's coming, that's going to be showing up in them places that weren't. It's almost going to be like Dion with the rappers and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing, you know, and it might be what Bill needs, because we always looked at Bill as a grumpy old man. You know, he kind of just loved that dude out there with the hoodie on, and he just looked like Walter Matthau.
Bill, what do you do need to get better? I think we need to snap the ball better. We need to have better quarterback play. Whatever.
No personality whatsoever. But you never know, man. You get out there with these kids, and it might invigorate them. I think it may be a good thing. I think it may work. I didn't at first, but now I'm thinking it may. Listen, North Carolina people, you got to think about where he's going.
We can't act like they ain't got bread down there, bro.
That's a small school. People ain't stupid.
Like we said, like my thought is he going to recruit? Because I seen Tom Reed say it. That's my same thought. But I'm like, if you got money, do you got to recruit in today's age? You don't.
You don't.
If they're willing to spend it, you don't. You don't. I'm very optimistic about this because I'm curious to see what type of staff he brings in.
Right.
Like what type of staff, like what type of people that he brings? Does he go bringing in the NFL caliber staff to help you develop? Or does he goes the route? Because I do know this, guys, setting up his son. I do know that. I do know he's setting up his son. But does he goes the route of the younger guys that can recruit, that can sell water to a well, whatever? I'm so curious and so many aspects of this. We already see Bryce Baker. If y'all don't know who Bryce Baker is, go look him up. 4-star quarterback, top 9 quarterback out of the state of North Carolina. He signed tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
He's making it official. He's signing tomorrow. So that's already a step in the right direction. That's already a step in the right direction. How many kids are going to be intrigued to do what he's entertain, what he's trying to sell, whatever, NFL development, whatever. He signed a kid from Holy Cross. Now this is where it gets interesting for me. Does he go with the try to go get some high profile players, and he goes like a route to a Holy Cross, like not saying all those type players, but the lower level type players that are willing to be developed, willing to grow into a system. And can he build a juggernaut that way? Or would he just be an old man in a new man's game? And is it like, I do know he's setting up his son. That was part of his contract thing, that when he leaves, his son to take whatever, take it over next. So I don't know. Unproven son, yeah, his son unproven, but he was the defensive coordinator for Washington as well this past season. So I'm just curious. I'm curious in all this. I'm just a big curious mind in all this, man.
Right.
I just know if he's the Bill Belichick that we're thinking he is, that we know of, I know them kids don't goddamn ain't rocking with that shit. Right. I do know that.
The AT called him in the North Carolina retirees. Well, if Saban had stayed, shit, they the same age. We'd have been the Alabama retirees, I guess.
I hope he do good there too. I'm curious. I'm curious, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm curious. I'm so curious. I am so curious when it comes to this job. When it comes to this hire right here, like.
Right. Listen, bro. We'll see. He's either gonna fail. I mean, do good or fail. And if he set his son up, he set his son up. But once listen, everybody had to start somewhere. I don't know what his son gonna do. His son might come out and be a great coach, and take things up a notch, or he might come out and fall flat on his face.
Hey, but see what Aaron did say, get him to a ball game, that's about it. I'm still not expecting North Carolina to be world beaters anyway.
Right.
I'm still not expecting them to be no playoff contender, no way.
Right. They look like Georgia, Alabama.
I'm not expecting
Ohio State looking to be in the playoffs. They just want to be bold.
If they get in the playoffs, it's because it's the product of the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. I'm not expecting. I'm just curious. It was out of the rumors started rumbling, and it was like, man, about that man ain't finna go to the NFL. Then you be like, hold on, what? You start reading stuff more like, what the hell is going on with Bill Belichick? Like, oh, this is a real thing. It been confirmed. Mm-hmm. Remember the day I sent it to y'all?
Then
the next day when it came official, I was like, goddamn.
Belichick.
I was like, that's wild. And I'm gonna talk about this one. It's gonna be a part 2 to the coaching thing because my man Van got
Van had to lay it out
a mouthful to say. But I want to talk about this one. Scott Huff, our former running back coach, he was at Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Coaching Marshall up, got him a 10-win season.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't come with him with no, like, they ain't trying to, I don't know if they wasn't trying to hire him again, but no contract negotiations.
Right.
Now he's at, Southern Mississippi?
Mm-hmm.
And all these boys are hitting the portal. And look,
all of them.
What do you think about, like, what do you think about it? This is the weirdest, not from his standpoint, not from the player standpoint, but from the people that you hired to win games. They're winning games, and you don't come talking to him about negotiating your contract. What do you think of that, bro?
Man, this sometimes the wrong people in the wrong position, bro. sometimes like you get people in high positions that have no knowledge of what's going on. You know, I know this dude. We have a theater up here called Fox Theater, right? Downtown on Peachtree Street. And this dude worked there for the longest, man. Set production. I don't know exactly what his title was, but I know he was a manager, right? And the Fox got bought out by another company. Somebody bought the Fox out. And there was this old man that used to live in the Fox. He was like the person who kept it up. You know, he fixed stuff out of repair. I don't know, repairman. What you call him, right? But he had an apartment in the Fox. And when these people came in, they wanted to kick him out. And it was this whole big thing. Like the people in Atlanta, they were like, nah, leave Buddy alone. He good people. He ain't, you know. Anyway, they had to kill it. They left him alone. But getting back to the story, my guy been there like 25, 30 years. He got let go. Well, he didn't get let go. He got demoted. All because of the new company, you had to have at least an associate's degree to be a manager. So they brought a manager in who knew nothing about the business. But you just got a degree. But you don't know nothing about running the business, right? And that's what happened with, I'm not saying that's what happened with Marshall, but that's what happens a lot in life. People who make decisions don't know nothing about practical applications. You know, you got a professor in school telling you about fixing cars, but he never fixed a car. It's all book. That's fine and dandy, but if you don't know the job, how you qualified to even? Yeah, hey man. You know, and I'm not saying that's what happened, but what I am saying is a lot of times people be in positions they don't need to be in, because if this man got you 10-win seasons and you guys looking good, talk to this man. Hey, listen, what? Okay.
Yeah, you can't be playing with people. Every day, I get what you're saying. College football ain't colorblind. Huff ain't the flavor of the day. And you know he doesn't, but you know what? It's Marshall at the same time.
Right.
It's Marshall at the same time. Like
what they heard, whatever they call themselves.
You're not gonna get the flavor of the day,
right?
Regardless.
The herd or whatever they call themselves. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. Now look what happened though. Now you got Ed, the man leave, and your whole football team.
Yeah.
You had the forfeit the game.
Yep, they got replaced with Louisiana Tech because you ain't got no team now.
Right.
And I ain't mad at it. Like I say, every day he might not be the flavor of the day, but it's Marshall. They're not getting the flavor of the day.
Exactly. You know.
I know the hell they think they finna get. The hell they think they finna get.
Right. You get somebody down on their luck.
Yeah.
They might used to be up here, and then got caught with some underage girls, strippers, or some some DUI.
Breaking news: Bobby Petrino is going to the herd. Know what you just said?
But I'm not just talking for real. Listen, Barberino don't do nothing breaking news. He leaves notes in the locker room.
Man.
He leaves notes in the locker and sneak out quietly. But you might find somebody like that, but you're not going to find anyone that's climbing up the ladder that's everybody's clamoring to get. You got the Ohio States and Michigans and USC's and all these people, Texas and all these type of places after them. Marshall's not getting it.
Nah, they're not.
So, yeah, Eric D. They FAFO.
Yeah.
Marshall FAFO.
Yeah. I'm like,
sure did.
I see the one thing about these colleges, like, even when we say fire coaches, if you fire the coach, who the hell you think you finna get?
We gonna get
all of a sudden you just woke up with an expectation for this school that ain't been doing nothing. You just woke up with an expectation all of a sudden. Man, y'all get out of here. They need to get these colleges. Okay.
Right.
But man, we definitely gonna do a part 2 to the coaching thing, cause
Yeah, we need because
I really gotta hear what Van gotta say, cuz
right.
I really gotta hear what my man Van gotta say, cuz.
I don't know, man. So,
But man, I like this show tonight, man. I think we had some left field was a bad.
yeah. Where's Leffridge at now anyway? Where is he?
I don't know. I know last I remember he was the OC for my Buccaneers.
I remember that. When Brady came in. No.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about no Bama OC and no DC. Honestly, I really, my honest opinion, I don't expect them to move on from what they got.
Me neither, man.
That's just me personally.
I mean, like you said, I want them to move on, but then who would we get?
Yeah.
You know, honestly.
Leftwich, man, would they go after a Leftwich to be at 8? Michael Vick. I just got the head coach job.
Yeah, I'm glad Leftwich came up. Man.
Michael Vick just got it.
Hats off to Michael Vick, man.
Yes, for real. Somebody that did a complete 180. Why I say 180? Because when you do a 360, that means you do a full circle back to your bullshit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Whole 180. He kept it straight, and he kept it straight all the way down the line.
Listen,
so
man.
Let's applaud that man for that, man. And
let me listen. That's one reason I got my Falcon hat on tonight. That man, yo, man, he did his time.
Yeah,
and people still harping off him. You know, he did this. Man, there's people who kill people and got out and ain't nobody have. You remember Atlanta had a professional hockey team, the Atlanta Thrashers.
Yeah,
one of the Thrashers was speeding. He got a sport car, whatever. Was speeding and had an accident and killed a passenger. Right? It was a good friend of his. It wasn't no uproar. People lost their mind about some dog. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I value human life more than I do any other life. That's me.
Yeah,
that's me. You know what I'm saying? But this man ain't. Nobody tried to stop him from playing somewhere else or doing this. I mean, you got people protesting when Vic go here. I'm pretty sure somebody gonna have something to say about him getting the coaching job at Norfolk State.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what killed me about hypocritical people. You know, y'all be like, "Oh, we forgive you. This. Live Christ like." Y'all ain't nothing like Christ. Y'all more like the devil. With y'all devilish and antic ways and hatefulness, you know. So I'm gonna take my hat off to Mike Vick, man. This man, and like I said, he served his time. He came back, he played, went to Philly, and you know, he's been on a straight path and doing a lot of charitable work, and you know, behind the scenes that nobody to see. Man, you know, congratulations. I know it was. I heard they had talked to him too at San Diego State. I want to think. Sacramento State, and but I think Norfolk probably be a better fit for him. A little bit smaller school. It's Virginia. It's in Norfolk. It's from where he's from, so he'll get that hometown support, and maybe, just maybe, he will turn that program around. Hell, he might be the next Prime. We all we know.
Hey, so do you think them the next wave of coaches, former NFL stars and stuff like that? You think that's the next wave of coaches? Like,
I mean,
like what people trying to experiment with that, hoping that they can get that Coach Prime effect.
I mean, I'm gonna say this first. Everybody's not cut out to be a coach.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you play the game, you could have played the game at the highest level. You could have been the best. I don't think Michael Jordan is to be a coach, right? So let's get that out of the way. But I will say the NBA been doing coaches for former players, right? People who know the game in and out. So if you pick you get the right person. I think, I think it'll be a good idea. I really do. You get a good person, cerebral, likable person who can come in and rally a team. Why not give him a shot?
Yeah.
You know? And I heard somebody say, Michael Vick had no coaching experience. Did it prime. I mean, he did some high school coaching and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on, man. And a lot of people ain't even heard of Norfolk State. They don't even know who they are.
You don't even know what the hell Norfolk State.
No, it's in the name. They don't even know.
What the hell Norfolk State? Only Norfolk I know is in Virginia.
Yeah. I'm Trojan, man. I'm Norfolk Trojan. And and I wish the man success. I really do, man.
Yeah, man. I like to see that, man. Like you said, when people try to say, I remember Florida State was saying about Coach Prime, about coaching experience. And I said this then, before he got at Jackson State. I was saying this then. This is before I even got on this YouTube stuff. I would tell people then, I said, look, this is my thought. I said, I don't know what he can do as a coach at that level. But what I do know is he coached high school. I said he's tapped in with the high school kids. I said because y'all know in the Under Armour games, he was the DB's coach and one of the coaches of opposite teams. You know what I'm saying? So I do know he knows that landscape because of that. I said, but Dion goes to his alma mater, Florida State. You know what? All the talent will stay at Florida. Once again, and Dion will make Florida schools great again, Florida State great again.
Right.
But they won with Martin Norvell, which at the time it was a growing process. You see what they did last year, and this year looked like it was an epic fail again. Which there was disappointing season. We don't know what Florida State can do last year, but I think even back then, before he had college coaching experience, I feel like Florida State dropped the ball. And I said that then. I wasn't even on YouTube then. I was telling people that then.
You know what, man? I think they dropped the ball, but I think it was all for the best. I think it was for the
best. Because you see a different grind out of him now. You see the different grind out of him when he get into Jackson State. Now he took it personal.
Right. But he went to school to let him be him. You got he had to come, and you see him kind of. He's kind of smoothing his edges. He's refining his stuff. But he had to go somewhere where he can. Them people let him okay, this man got a big ego. He's loud. He's boisterous. But he needed that. Colorado needed that. They needed that exposure. He needed to be able to do what he needed to do and say what he say and give him my theme music and all that stuff. But now he's turning into okay, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
And I think he needed to go there for his growth, but also show people hey, man, I ain't no fluke. This wasn't just a happenstance type of thing, And he's getting them players.
Yeah. And honestly, I think this was all strategic by Coach Prime too. Right. Because he knows what these kids like. He knows what he like, and they're drawing them. And I said one thing before the season started I said one thing I do like what he did coming into the season is he did less yapping. He did less talking. He did less talking. I said, now let's see how it play out. That was my thought. And we see how it play out. It played out pretty good for him. I swear, every time I talk about Colorado, I swear I wish Coach Dude was different because I really want to know his thoughts about Colorado right now in this current season.
Yeah, so let's shout out to Prime, man, because like I said, man, he came and turned that powerhouse around. And right now, Colorado singing is crazy. They got them a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah. When the last
had that Slash?
Who was the last one that
Slash?
had?
Was it Slash or was it the running back? I think it was Slash.
I think that's who it was.
You know what I'm talking about? Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I agree, Eric D. Come full circle. I think he will be at Belmont playing. I'm just playing. I like what we got going at Belmont. I think it's all going to work out because we getting all the Saban guys out of there, and we finna get more of the board guys. What I feel like is going on. Somebody asked me about what's taking so long with the people committing. I feel like we're really going through something like we being careful about who we just go grab out the portal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And which is a smart thing. You just don't get a whole bunch of guys out the portal because they hit the portal because they
bodies. Yeah, you got to find somebody who's going to deal with the team. And
you gotta have to get people that you feel like they can mesh with what you got going on, buy into the process of what you got going on. So I feel like that's what's going on now. I feel like Kelby Collins was a guy that was gonna come for a while, in my opinion. And I just feel like they just made sure everything was right. You know what I'm saying? Even with the next guys that's gonna possibly commit, I think that's what they're going through to make sure that this is the right fit. Let's just don't go get dudes that in the portal and was once highly talented.
Right.
That's my opinion, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the AT. He asked me who are my coaches. As far as like what AT, I'm not sure exactly. I don't understand the question. Who's my coaches at Alabama, or who would I like to see come to Alabama? That's what you're asking. I'm not sure. But yeah, I agree with you on that, man. I think they're gonna get just take their time, get the right people that fits what they're doing. Listen, man, the boy's taking a lot of heat, man, and people calling him all kind of names. Saying the man needs to leave. He's ruining Alabama. Listen. Whoever came out to say it was going to be a tough job. It don't matter who it was. You got two things happen. Saban retired. That was a blow. Then this NIL transfer stuff just broke right at the same time, and it was like a perfect storm, and that happened. And we think that the war came in and caused all this. This was coming.
Before you add on, go on what you're saying, I try to tell people, y'all, they put a lot on the board, man. This shit was happening when Saban was there.
Right. I was in another show. I can't remember if it was Kyle Henderson or one of them shows. I mean, I'm in the chats and somebody like, Saban would have never let this happen. Saban can't stop the transfer portal stuff.
Yeah, no.
He couldn't, and nothing he could do about it. It was gonna happen, man. These kids leaving. They don't care about none of that stuff.
No, they don't care what Saban did. They don't care about how many national championships he won, how many people he sent out to the NFL, how many first rounders. They don't care about that.
They don't.
They care about what that check look like, though.
Right. What that check look like, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what that bank account looking like.
For real.
And am I gonna get to play? And that's what it is. So it was gonna happen if Saban was there or not. He saw it coming. He was like, you know what? I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Y'all can deal with this stuff. And I don't blame him. But we got to give this man a chance, man. Like I said, man, anybody coming out of Saban, whether it was the board, whether Kirby Smart came, whether Devil Sweeney came, whether Lane Kiffin came,
all them people would have had unreal expectations for the first year.
Yeah, it's just gonna be
like even somebody tried to argue with me about. I said, "What coach do that in the first year?" You know what the fool told me? Sonny Dykes. Okay, he went to the national championship, got murdered by the Georgia Bulldogs, and we ain't talking about Sonny Dykes since. So what does that point? What point are you proving?
Sonny Dykes had
honestly, I don't feel like he should even been in this situation. He lost the conference game.
Exactly. Y'all put them boys up there.
Y'all the reason why Florida State, y'all mad at us. Y'all the reason why, look, well, he no TCU fan. I said, but TCU the reason why Florida State didn't get in last year.
Exactly. Because I know they're going to get mollywopped. Come on, man. Stop all that nonsense.
I said, yeah, I be trying to argue with. I be telling them folks that way. Look, I'm not the one to argue with the football stuff. I said, you think I just know Bama? I said, I don't. I said, I know more about your team than you probably know about your team.
Right. So, like I said, no matter who came out of Alabama, man, it's gonna be the same. You know, it's gonna be the same difference. This is just new day, new time. But give this man time to work whatever magic he's gonna work. I don't know what was going on. To me, in the game was how Michael Penix.
Hey, I like that. I like that. He's swag 30-20. Hey, they said they were calling that man Kirkwood. Kirkwood, cuz I said, boy,
listen, Kirk Cousins ain't gonna go nowhere.
Atlanta is not a real place, bro. Atlanta is a real place, bro.
Listen, Kirk Cousins ain't going nowhere near Kirkwood. I tell you that.
Nah,
he ain't going nowhere over Kirkwood. But we paid the man too much money anyway, 30-20. I don't know what was all the Lang and the crew thinking to get that man that kind of money coming in.
I thought that was wild.
But,
hey, man, like I told KB, man, we were talking about Mbakwe yesterday when they have. I said, man, I need to go back to school and become an agent for my son, bro. I need to quit playing.
Dude, listen, bro. You could be, man, listen.
Man, I seen these player mamas become an agent. I was like, hey, bro. I'm tripping, bro.
Yeah. Be LeVar Ball. You be LeVar Ball up in that joint. Come out with your own shoes and everything.
I'll be LeVar Ball, Ja Morant dad, and all of them. You gonna see me I'm gonna be on the sideline.
Hey, man. It's off topic. You know, man, LeVar Ball, Ja Morant dad. And I'm even going one further. And he ain't got nothing to do with sport. Doggone. Kirkwood, Cabbage Town. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Joe Jackson. Listen. They down these dudes for making their family successful.
Yeah, facts.
I'm dead serious, bro. You know, I'm just being honest, man. LeVar Ball, none of his kids been in jail. All of them successful.
I don't know. The middle one, he stole some glasses overseas.
When they went overseas, okay.
Idiot.
But yeah, still. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Nah.
It's always one black sheep.
Great. Yep.
It's always one black sheep. You be looking like, your mama, you can't be mine. But in the media get into it, like, oh yeah, LeVar Ball, this and this and that. Ja Morant, listen, man, these men have been with their kids, putting them through camps and this and that, and we want to bash them.
Mm-hmm.
But if they weren't there, we'd be like, oh, he come from a single parent home and his mother did this and his father was nowhere to be. Can't win for lose. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
You don't.
That's all. It's crazy. They will crucify dad. They will crucify dad in a minute. He's crazy. He did this. He did that.
Yep.
Listen, that man got his kids in the NBA, NFL, or the doggone Grammys or whatever they did, and all the rest of them. None of the kids been in prison. None of that type of stuff. And he a bad man. I don't get it.
I agree, Eric D. I be talking to LA Chris about Bo Davis. I love Bo Davis. I'm telling you, I verbally committed for my son to LSU because of Bo Davis. I told Bo Davis, I said, we coming. He don't know it, but we coming.
Man, listen, man. There's one person I wish we could have got back or killed. I wish we could have killed that guy, man.
But what you were talking about, it's I don't care to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it because I ain't talk about it on the same note. You've been saying all this stuff about Travis Hunter and his fiance. Mm-hmm. And this is why I know YouTube ain't made for me. Content creating ain't really made for me. I just be on here talking. Because I do not speak on stuff like that, bro. You got all these folks speaking on, they're adults, but in our mind, they're kids. Right. They're kids. Let them folk do what they do. Why all these folk got so much to say about all these red flags? Man, how many red flags y'all done seen and y'all done ran right over them and stuff?
Yeah, got a red flag right now. All of them got a red flag sitting right next to them. Right now.
And I get the content creating thing. This is what you do. That's why I say I will never be successful in this because it's just some things I ain't speaking on. Man, all these folks out here that talking on this, you probably ain't got no fiance or no fiance. You probably ain't got nothing going for yourself. You probably done ruined every relationship you was in or whatever. Right. Let them figure what they got going out.
And even if she is a gold digger, it's his money.
It's his money.
It's his money. No, I mean, that's how I look at it, man. It ain't me. If it don't affect my household, my bills,
I just let them folk be, man.
They ain't got nothing to do.
Let the young man eat, bro. The man just want to hide, man. He can't even enjoy this stuff.
Right.
Because of everybody got something to say about it.
That's the bad part about social media that I don't like. That's the side that I don't care for. Because people got whole channels about that.
I feel like that's super weird when you're a grown man or adult, a grown woman, that's your topic of discussion.
Right.
Like, that's weird to me, bro.
To be honest with you, man, that stuff started back. It was weird to me back in the day when Joan River used to be alive and she had a show about what people wore to the Grammy on the red carpet. I'm like, this is a show. I mean, you got a show talking about what people had on? Is our life so messed up that you can have a show about what somebody wore to some kind of award show? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I got bills to pay. I don't give a damn what Jennifer Lopez or whoever had on what dress and it didn't go because it was out. Really? Yeah. Anyway, I go on a tangent, bro.
Yeah, but that just be the weirdest thing to me, though. It'd be the weirdest thing to me. But though I said, I know I ain't gonna never be. I said, cause there's some things I just ain't talking about, bro. Like, because I'm a real person, and I know these are real people too. I'm like, nah, bro. In my mind, I always got the mindset, don't play with me like that. And I ain't finna play with people like that because I don't want them to play with me like that. So, nah, dog.
3020, I'm actually typing that in now, the ISIS papers. I never heard of it, but appreciate it. I'm gonna check that book out. I can get off Amazon. But yeah, he right about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So man, I hate to couldn't make it on, brother, because I really wanted to hear your segment. Tonight about the coaches. But we'll get it next week, though. We good.
I think I seen something with Alabama trying to ask me why I hire Lawrence Taylor. Is Lawrence Taylor coaching? I don't know. He's even coaching. Is he coaching?
Lawrence Taylor's a cokehead. That's why. Lawrence Taylor.
Just go out there hit the little bag and you do it automatically. That's how I used to do.
You can't have Lawrence Taylor, man. That man is unreliable, bro. You got to get some character.
Yeah, right.
People with some character, bro.
But yeah, the coach. I don't know these people even coaching. That one thing about we always throwing out names like if they're coaching, cool. If they want to come to Bama, cool. But a lot of times I know it's Bama fans. I'm not saying you, AT particular, but I know a lot of times us Bama fans just throw up random people that play good football at Alabama. Like, you gotta want to coach. You gotta know the coach. Like, even if you want to coach, you gotta know how to coach. You gotta do that, how to break down films. A lot of these people just good athletes and good players, just know how to play the game. Do that, right. The nuances of coaching for real. Right. The hours it takes to be a successful coach.
Yeah.
Like I say, do you want somebody that can give you good pointers, or do you not want somebody to coach? Because if you want somebody to give good pointers, come holler at your boy. I can run you through drills all day. I can run you through drills and tell you stuff all day.
Hey, Eric D. I don't know if LT don't draw it now, but back when he was playing football, every time you saw him on the field, he was coked up, bro. He was a cane head back in the day.
Yeah.
He might be clean as a whistle right now.
I believe he was on that bag on any given Sunday. This is a real scene. God call him in his real phone.
Yeah. Hey, they tell you, bro. They tell you he come out there, be gone. He be zooted, bro. He be like 3 sheets to the wind.
But man, let's get all this thing, man. Get ready for work. I gotta go get my license in the morning. My shit expired.
You don't need them problems.
Nah, I don't need them problems. I'm gonna get out and run. Then they gonna look at me and laugh. I'm like, bro, he's slow on the way. Why you running?
Bro, no, let me catch you on a TikTok video. Get hit by the table.
Follow me, like, I'm gonna get out and run. I'll be like, nah, I ain't running. They be like, why not? I'll be like, bro, I'm so slow. They're gonna look at me and laugh. Then breaks on me. Hell no.
They hit you with that taser, boy. You stiffen up like a boy. So, but yeah.
But man, I appreciate all y'all coming in the chat tonight, man. I appreciate all y'all coming in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like my goddamn white line say, hit that like button. Appreciate it. Really would appreciate it. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. And Tom Reed, he said good show. And we had a lot of good topics tonight, but we're gonna bring that coaching thing about because Van really be getting into that type stuff. And I know it's one coach in particular that he want to talk about tonight. I know who he is, and I'm interested in his head coaching style as well. How will he come about it? Come from where he came from in the position that he was recently coaching. So yeah, most definitely. But y'all appreciate y'all for tuning in. We finna head out tonight. Get some sleep. Get ready for work tomorrow.
Right.
Well, y'all, high tide.
High tide.